So today we're talking about the 5 most underrated prospects ahead of the 2024 NBA draft. You know, players that quite simply aren't projected to go as high as they should be, in my humble opinion, feel me? Because all of these guys are really hoopers who could damn near immediately help a team. You know, each year some players completely fall under the radar. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a strong chance at winning NBA MVP honors this year, and back in 2018 when he was drafted, he was the 11th pick. Most of us had no clue he would be this good, and sure, I know being the 11th pick is nothing to laugh at, but in hindsight, come on now, let's be for real, he would have been an easy top 3 pick. So in a sense, he fell under the radar, and in this video, we're gonna discuss some guys that fit this description. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments, what are some players y'all believe to be underrated? And yeah man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks, back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome, go ahead and sub, also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content and we're on the grind for 5K, so I'd most definitely appreciate it. But back to the video. Now, getting straight to it with one of my favorite prospects this year, we got Duke's Jared McCain. This man had an amazing one and done season. I mean, when we're talking about the top guards in this upcoming draft, we've got to mention his name, which is why it's pretty disrespectful that most draft boards have him in the mid to late first round. I see him as an easy top 10, damn near top 5. Because standing at 6'3" and playing the shooting guard position, Jared was super effective in his role at Duke, which was primarily scoring. But y'all, the crazy thing is, he wasn't even really the #1 option for scoring for most of the season. That would be their center, who's also expected to get drafted, Kel'el. But please, make no mistake, Jared was Duke's best scorer this season. He just didn't get the most touches. You see, in the 36 games he played this season, he averaged 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists on a beautiful 46% from the field and 41% from 3. Yes, the man, bro, he's a sniper. He set 2 major Duke records this year, and both of them had to do with 3-pointers. One with the most threes by a Duke freshman in a single game with 8 in the regular season, then another when he hit the most threes by a Duke player in a March Madness game when he dropped 8 again. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? His play style is hella smooth. He doesn't force many shots, which is why his percentages are so efficient. He's sneaky good at attacking the basket, has a nice floater game, and really he's damn near a glass cleaner for his size. Man's averages 5 rebounds a game at 6'3". That's tough. But yeah, me personally, I think he's an easy lottery pick. In March Madness, he averaged 20 points a game against great competition, and he was just so easily head and shoulders above the comps. So yeah, he's a no-brainer. Let me know what y'all think. Next, we got Indiana's kel'el, who is currently projected to go very late in the first round. This is a 7-footer who resembles a modern day NBA big pretty well, because he does all the traditional center things at a high level, like block shots, grab hella boards, gets plenty dunks, but he also has a real perimeter game with an ability to shoot jumpers and even defend perimeter players pretty well. In the 30 games he played this year, he averaged 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks on 58% shooting from the field and 42% shooting from 3. I remind y'all, he's a 7-footer. Now, admittedly, his 3-point percentage came off a very low volume. He only attempted an average of 1.6 threes a game. However, if you watch some of his highlights, his jump shot legitimately looks pretty good for a center. And then beyond that, I just appreciate how versatile his offensive game is. His playstyle consists of jump hooks, fadeaways, mid-range jumpers, and the occasional 3, and then of course plenty of alley-oop slams and regular dunks. So yeah, the fact that he isn't one-dimensional really helps me believe that he could be an effective pro, and then his instincts on defense are evident in how much he blocks shots. So yeah, overall definitely an underrated prospect with some high potential. Moving on, we got Illinois' Terrence Shannon Jr, who is currently projected to go early in the 2nd round, somewhere in the 30s I guess. Now, for those of you who are unaware, this is actually Shannon Sharpe's long lost son, so of course he's gonna be great. Sorry, nah, but in all seriousness, this man is a 6'6" shooting guard with an absolutely explosive scoring ability. In the 32 games he played this season, he averaged a whopping 23 points, 4 rebounds and 2 assists on 47% shooting from the field and 36% from 3. That stat line speaks for itself. And admittedly, my belief in Terrence is somewhat hypocritical because I'm one of those people that kind of side-eye when a prospect has spent all 4 years in college. Just because, it's kind of taboo when it comes to these top-tier players. And in the case of Terrence, he actually spent 5 years. However, at the end of the day, everything is situational. Really, Terrence just found his groove 2 years ago after transferring to Illinois out of Texas Tech, where his numbers were super mediocre. And in March Madness this year, he made me a believer because he showed the world he's a bucket, leading his team to the Elite Eight with over 25 points in every tournament game except the one versus UConn. And yeah, after I also heard that he was fighting a federal case which has now been dismissed, I knew all I needed to know. Come on now, a hooper with something to play for is a dangerous man, and for all of these reasons, I believe Terrence is going to be a quality pro. Next, we got USC's Isaiah Collier. Now, I know Bronny is the USC guard that received all the noise and glamour this year, but please make no mistake, Isaiah is tough, and if you've kept up with potential players in the upcoming NBA draft, his appearance on this list may come as a surprise because at one point in this past collegiate season, Isaiah was the favorite to be the #1 pick. I'm not lying to y'all, so how can he be underrated? Well, you see, after suffering a hand injury that left him inactive for damn near a month, ESPN and plenty other draft boards tanked his draft stock as if a hand injury is the ultimate hooper kryptonite. I don't get it. Because he ain't dropped like crazy, but he's now barely expected to go top 10. And if that ends up happening, somebody out there is going to get a major steal. You see, standing at 6'5", 250, Isaiah plays the point guard position and runs it very well. He makes great reads on offense and possesses the kind of passing ability that allows him to still be effective when shots aren't falling. You see, in the 27 games he played for USC, he put up an average of 16 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds on 49% shooting from the field and 34% shooting from 3. Just super solid. Now, his playstyle relies heavily on his athleticism, but for now that's okay because he's crazy explosive and fears nobody when attacking the rim. And then this tenacious playstyle, it leaks into his defense where he's pretty solid as well. So yeah, overall, it's pretty easy to see why he was projected very high at one point. And I believe he should still be up there when we're talking about that #1 pick conversation. But anyway, moving on to the last player on this list, we got G League Ignite's Tyler Smith. Now, first, let me say it's bittersweet to include a G League Ignite player here because if y'all ain't heard, the NBA is getting rid of the G League Ignite program. Y'all, they are trashing it, which, albeit kind of sad, it just makes sense considering the fact that, man, the college route of going to the NBA is just such an easy choice now that players can actually get paid through the NIL. I mean, you telling me I can get that college experience and get rackets through sponsors? Bro, stop playing. But yeah, Tyler Smith is a 6'11 forward who showed a lot of potential in his time in the G League. You see, in the 27 games he played, he only started in 2 of them. And yeah, he has some quality production, averaging just under 14 points, 5 rebounds and a block on 47% shooting from the field and 36% from 3. NBA threes. And unlike the big man I mentioned earlier, kel'el, Tyler's threes came on decent volume as he attempted 4 threes a game. And yeah, watching his highlights, I'm just impressed by his combination of traditional big skills with the modern skill set and also the energy he plays with. He doesn't attack the rim just to score. He attacks with the intention of punishing the rim, trust me. And then when it comes to his perimeter game, the man himself has said he models his game after big wings who stretch the floor such as Michael Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, and the likes. And while none of those players are stars, none of them are bums either, especially Michael Porter Jr. So yeah, overall, the fact that he's just 19 with some professional experience versus a grown man and was able to actually hold his own makes me believe he's definitely pro ready and should be a lottery pick, which they currently got in mid to late first round. So yeah, but with that being said, that's about it for the video, man. Y'all let me know which prospect I mentioned is y'all favorite or the most interesting. Also, let me know if I missed anyone y'all believe is underrated. And yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Like the sub, share, sub if new, all of that. I will see y'all in the next one, and I'm out.